What is an HOA? If you live in a newer suburban community or plan unit development, you're probably already a member of a homeowners association. It's also a good bet that you haven't given your HOA much thought until you have a problem. Since HOAs make and enforce the community rules, it's smart to understand what you can do if you can't or don't want to follow them. Hey everyone, it's your favorite local realtor, Adam Brunelle. How are you doing this lovely morning? The birds are chirping, the beard is growing, I've got a monster to help me slay the day. In today's video, I'm going to go over what an HOA is and what you could do if you don't agree with the rules. Each HOA is a volunteer group of neighbors who manage common areas and community property. And it creates its own covenants, conditions, and restrictions. What happens when you don't like the rules? Well, some boards can impose what some homeowners believe are invasive, silly, or elitist rules. In 2014, a Myrtle Beach association decided homeowners could only have 2 pets. A couple who had 3 dogs for the past 14 years were threatened with a $100 fine unless they got rid of one of their dogs. There's even an older story some years back reported in news outlets about a homeowner in an upscale gated community in Frisco, Texas, who was threatened with fines for parking his new Ford F-150 series truck in his driveway overnight. The board made exceptions for several luxury brands, but his mid-range truck was ruled not classy enough. Even if you disagree with the rules, keep paying your dues. HOAs have broad legal powers to collect fines and fees and regulate activities. If you don't respond to letters from the board, property manager, or a collection agency, the HOA can and will turn to small claims court or file a lien against your property. Don't expect a quick solution. Some HOA boards meet as little as twice a year. If the board decides the issue is worth pursuing, it may require a community vote. If it passes a majority, the board will adopt it. Board members also may consult with the HOA attorney to see if there's a legal liability if they rule against you. If you don't get a timely response, request a hearing and resubmit your request for variance, with as much support for your cause as possible. If the board rules against you without a community vote, you can appeal the ruling with a petition signed by a majority of other homeowners. But if you fly your flag without permission, expect to get fined. Fines can range from a nominal $25 to a painful $100 or more depending on the issue. Your HOA will indicate the fine schedule per day, per incident, etc. Interest for non-payment can occur and the HOA can sue you in small claims court. If you feel the ruling or the fines are unjust, the last resort is to hire an attorney and sue the HOA as a flag-flying couple did in 1999. They battled their HOA in court for 9 years before the case was settled in their favor. If you don't like the rules, the best way to change them is become part of the process. Know your HOA's annual budget and employee contracts. Do you see areas where expenses can be cut? Are service providers doing their jobs? Volunteer for a committee or a task. If the board needs to enforce parking rules, for instance, you could volunteer to gather license plate numbers of residents. In addition, put your professional expertise to work. Assist the board with data entry, accounting, or even website design. Stand for election to the board when a position becomes open. The board notifies the members and you can put your name forward. New board members are elected at the annual meeting by member majority vote. Many boards are 3 to 9 members large with terms of 1 to 2 years. As a board member, be prepared to spend 2 to 4 hours a month reviewing property management reports, monitoring budgets, and talking to other board members and residents. Most boards meet quarterly. Small boards only meet twice a year for a couple of hours. Except that you might become less popular if homeowners don't like your decisions. In the worst case, you could be sued along with the rest of the association. But there are rewards. You'll feel more in control of your community's fate. You may find that some rules you didn't support have merit after all. But most of all, you'll know you're doing all you can to protect your quality of life and your home's value. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.